So you just went through a weight loss transformation. Congratulations. But you have a new problem. You have all of this excess loose skin. What do you do about it? Well, in this video, I'm gonna give you 5 ways to get rid of that excess skin for good. Let's do this. Hey Keto Camper, Ben Azadi here, certified functional health practitioner, best-selling author of 3 books, and here at Keto Camp, we are on a mission to educate and to inspire 1 billion people. I'm so grateful that you chose this video, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. I want to first acknowledge you and say congratulations for going through a weight loss transformation. As somebody who was formerly obese for most of my life, I know how much commitment and discipline and dedication it takes to achieve such results. You see, back when I was 250 pounds, yes, 80 pounds heavier than you see today, I was chipping away at my weight loss, and over 9 months, I lost 80 pounds. I went from 34% body fat down to 6% body fat. Finally, a fit person with 6-pack abs for the first time in my life. But I had a new problem. I had all this excess skin. And it turns out there are a few things you can do to really teach the body to make that skin more firm and more appealing to you. So in this video, I have outlined all 5 of these strategies. Number 5 on my list here is the most powerful one on this list. And if you were gonna take action on just one of these things, it's gotta be number 5, and you'll see that later on in this video. Something to understand, first and foremost, is that the skin in the human body is remarkable. About 28 days, every 28 days, all of your skin cells are regenerated. Amazing. So you gotta know this, the body is amazing. It will adapt if you do the right things. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say you gotta buy this lotion or this potion or this pill. This video is not about a shortcut, because there is no shortcut to getting firm, amazing skin. It takes time. It does not take weeks, and sometimes not even months. It could take over a year for some people, but you gotta know this. The body will adapt. Your skin will adapt, and these 5 tips will help accelerate those results. So let's get into tip number 1 here. Master cortisol and master insulin. In fact, they have a relationship together. Insulin is that fat storage hormone. Maybe you have a type 2 diabetic friend or a type 1 diabetic friend who's taking insulin to help regulate their blood sugar. Insulin is not the bad guy unless you call insulin all the time and you develop insulin resistance. When you have insulin resistance, guess what happens at a cellular level? Your cells are now blunted and they cannot hear that signal of insulin to take the blood sugar and put it into your cells, creating more insulin to be produced by your pancreas, and those receptor sites become more blunted, and it's just a vicious cycle. How does this relate to excess skin? When you have high amounts of insulin, you deplete your amino acids, and that's important for building healthier skin, firm, tight skin. It's the building blocks of protein which help make up your skin. So high insulin levels are not going to be conducive here. When you are highly stressed out, you produce cortisol, which is that stress hormone. And when cortisol is up, glucose and insulin follow. So it's gonna be very important for you at this point of your transformation to master stress. Get stress under control, starting with quality sleep, and then follow a lifestyle of nutritious foods that help master your insulin, that keep insulin low. What is that? That's the ketogenic lifestyle, because keto is not a diet. Keto is a metabolic process. It's one of the most powerful, nutritious ways to regulate insulin, because fat does not spike insulin as much as carbohydrates and, yes, even protein. Fat is where it's at for you right now. We want to get high quality fat. And look, I have an entire video all about how to do keto the right way, especially if you're brand new to keto. This is a great video for you. Or if you've done a transformation through keto, this video is still going to help you, because I distinguish between dirty keto, which will not help you reduce that flabby skin, versus clean keto, which will make your skin much more firm. If you want to watch that video, you could click right here, and there's a tab that drops down. Watch it when this video is done. So tip number 1, follow a healthy lifestyle with high quality fat. Tip number 2, we want to eliminate refined sugars and alcohol, at least until you start to see a noticeable change with your skin. Because when you eat refined sugar, when you drink alcohol, it's going to produce inflammation in the body, And it's gonna be very hard for your skin to regenerate the way that we want it to regenerate. We literally are what we eat. We are what we put in our mouth, and our skin is made from what we eat or drink. So if you're drinking alcohol, eating refined sugars, eating inflammatory fats, your skin is not going to get firm. Your skin is going to get worse. So we want to make sure, at least for the time being, reduce, eliminate refined sugars, avoid alcohol. And if you do choose to have alcohol, there are better options out there for you. Tequila and vodka are two of the best options for you right there. Also, dry farm wines are a good option. The worst offenders out there when it comes to alcohol is going to be the mixed drinks. It's going to be beer and most wines. I don't know if you knew this, but the average California wine has 64 herbicides and pesticides in it. Not good. So we want to make sure if you are drinking to get the better options for you there. The third tip, and this is something I did to really help my skin, at least the appearance of my skin, look more firm and less saggy. Working out, training, building lean muscle, okay? It's so important. There's 5 key movements, key exercises that if you do on a weekly basis, it'll really show in an appearance of reduced saggy skin and more firm skin. Because when you build that lean muscle, that skin is not going to be hanging, it's going to be tighter. So there's 5 movements that I want you to incorporate every single week, and you can do it based off of your activity level and build your way up. Number 1 is going to be squats. Squats are your best friend. You could do them just with your body weight, or you could do them with a weight on your back or a goblet squat. There's variations of it. Number 2 is going to be lunges with dumbbells, with your body weight. You can hire a personal trainer if you need some guidance on that. Number 3 is gonna be some shoulder presses, okay? You could use body weight, you could use just your arms, but these movements, by the way, that I'm sharing with you, they're called compound movements, primal pattern movements that recruit the most muscle fiber, that give you the biggest bang for your buck, as opposed to curls and leg extensions. And no, we don't want isolated movements, we want compound movements. So I have 2 more movements here. The next 2 are going to be deadlifts. If you don't know what that is, you could always Google it or YouTube it. And push-ups or bench press. Focus on that, build lean muscle mass, and you're gonna notice your skin's going to look firmer. I have 2 more tips for you. If this has been helpful so far, please smash the thumbs up button on this video. And if you're getting any value, subscribe to this channel and hit that bell so you're notified when I release a brand new video or when I go live here on Keto Camp. I mentioned that you are what you eat. Your skin actually regenerates every 28 days or so, and it's based off of what we put in the body. It turns out there's 2 ingredients, 2 foods, if you will, that you want to avoid to really help with this loose skin. Number 1, fish oil. What? Fish oil? I thought that was good for your skin. No, out of the 15,000 plus studies out there on fish oil, half show some short-term benefits. The other half show bad consequences. In fact, if you look at the top countries in the world that have the highest rates of skin cancer, it correlates to the highest rates of fish oil consumption. Yikes, that's pretty scary, because what happens is that 83% of fish oil is already rancid before you even put it in the mouth. Let's say it's the most pristine fish oil in the world. It doesn't matter. When you put it in your mouth and it mixes with stomach acids, the body is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Fish oil needs to be cool. So what happens? It automatically oxidizes and it ends up being shoved into the epidermis. And then, like these countries that have high amounts of skin cancer, it's oxidized on your skin, sun hits your skin, boom, recipe for cancer. Not good. So fish oil is inflammatory. I know this is controversial. I have a video all about this, so you could click right here to watch if you want to study more about it, but I highly recommend you stop taking fish oil and you can use something like Pure Form, which is a plant-based omega. I'll put a link for that down below if you want to take that, which is fantastic, by the way, for your skin and for cellulite. The second thing, and I kind of touched upon this earlier, are the inflammatory fats, specifically vegetable oils. Vegetable oils are the most toxic ingredient that we have in our society. I believe vegetable oils are worse than cigarettes, because on average, when you eat these inflammatory vegetable oils, it stays around your cell membranes for 132 days. So we want to avoid canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, safflower oil, cottonseed oil, peanut oil, and sunflower oil. Those are the top offenders that will make your skin look nasty. Instead, have coconut oil, coconuts, avocado oil, olive oil, grass-fed butter, grass-fed ghee. These saturated fats are what your cell membranes are made up of, okay? We are made up of fat, saturated fat, and cholesterol, so give your body the building blocks that it desires. So remove the fish oil, remove the inflammatory fats, and add the list of those healthy fats. You'll notice a difference right away. The last item to add of foods to eat that I have noticed really made a big difference for me, high quality collagen. You could get it from a high quality collagen protein, which I'll put a link for the one I use down below from Paleo Valley. You could also get it from high quality bone broth. Kettle and Fire is a great product for you to just have every single day. It's high amounts of collagen, which is the building blocks of your body, and it'll help your skin regenerate healthier, tighter, firmer skin. So if you want to go to kettleandfire.com and type in Keto Camp, you'll get 15% off of your order, or check the link down below, or you can just make your own bone broth. No need to pay for it if you don't need to. The final tip here, which is I believe the most powerful one, is this process called autophagy. You might have heard of autophagy if you've been following the keto and fasting space, but if you're new to it, the literal definition, at least the Greek definition of autophagy, is eat thyself. Your body is so stinking smart. It is so sophisticated that when you go a period of time without food, like intermittent fasting, it needs to get energy from somewhere, right? So what does it do? It starts looking out for damaged cells, damaged protein, damaged mitochondria, and it uses that for energy first. So here's an analogy for you. It's like that person in your supermarket, in the grocery store, and the produce section, who works at that supermarket, and you always see this person there. They are looking for expired apples, expired bananas, expired produce, and when they identify that, they remove it from the produce section and they replace it with a healthier, newer apple, banana, produce. That's what your body is doing when you activate this autophagy switch. Out of the 70 trillion cells that we have, 70 billion of them are required to be recycled every single day. And you only get this process through autophagy. One of the best ways to activate this is through fasting. And I want to give you an extreme example here. There was a morbidly obese man from Scotland named Angus Burberry. He weighed 450 pounds. He decided to go on a water fast, medically supervised, for 382 days. All this man had was water and a multivitamin for 382 days. What happened to him? Well, after 382 days, he went from 450 pounds down to 180 pounds. He did not have any loose skin. You can see the photo I'm showing for you right now. No loose skin. He felt fantastic. He looked fantastic. His blood work looked great. Electrolytes looked great. But the main point here is that the autophagy ate his loose skin. And if you want to maximize this autophagy, intermittent fasting and then eventually doing some sort of block fast where you go 24 hours, 3 days, or even longer can be so beneficial to taking care of that excess skin. If you want to learn more about fasting and how to do it the right way, I answer the top 20 questions on intermittent fasting and I back it up with science in my best-selling book, The Intermittent Fasting Cheat Sheet. If you go to fastingcheatsheet.com, you can get that for free. I'll also put a link for it down below. So you want to maximize autophagy, incorporate healthy keto, healthy fasting, and I promise you, stick and stay, it's bound to pay. I want to know, out of the 5 tips I just shared, please comment down below which one was your favorite. Was it controlling your insulin and cortisol, doing a healthy keto diet? Was that your favorite one? Or was it tip number 2, eliminating refined sugars, eliminating alcohol? Was that your favorite tip? Was it number 3, building lean muscle? Those 5 movements I told you to focus on, was that your favorite tip? Was it number 4, avoiding the fish oil, avoiding the inflammatory fats, eating those healthy saturated fats? Was that your favorite tip? Or was it number 5, the amazing benefits of autophagy? Type it down below and let me know. If this video was helpful to you, please let me know by hitting the thumbs up button and subscribe to the Keto Camp YouTube channel. Here on this channel, we release a brand new video every other day, and we go live every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where you could ask me questions about keto, about fasting, about autophagy, about anything. I'm here to support you, and we are on a mission to educate and inspire 1 billion people. Thank you so much for watching this entire video and spending part of your day with me. I'll see you soon.